corporate net zero pledges. Under the microscope, net zero commitments have become a fixture in corporate sustainability reporting, but a growing body of evidence suggests that many of these pledges function more as brand strategy than roadmaps for operational change. A recent study from the University of Birmingham, analyzing over 1,200 sustainability reports from 2020 to 2022, found that companies frequently use aspirational language to convey climate ambition while avoiding measurable or enforceable commitments. Industries face different pressures and tailor their messaging accordingly. Oil and gas companies, under public and regulatory scrutiny, often present their net zero targets as efforts to maintain legitimacy rather than to drive emissions reductions. Their communications focus on gaining social license, yet typically ignore Scope 3 emissions, those generated by the end use of their products. In contrast, financial services firms emphasize their involvement in climate alliances like the UN-convened Net Zero Asset Owner Alliance. These affiliations lend credibility but rarely translate into clear operational plans. Rather than detailing how they'll decarbonize, companies often rely on collective goals to imply progress. A shared pattern emerges across sectors. Net zero is framed as a journey or ambition, using language that's inherently non-binding. This rhetoric enables companies to present an image of climate responsibility without exposing themselves to significant accountability. The growing gap between climate targets and operational reality. While many companies are quick to publish emission targets and implement reporting systems, the same urgency is not reflected in their operational strategies. The research identifies a clear implementation gap. Structural changes, such as supply chain reform or large-scale renewable investments, remain largely absent. This disconnect is especially clear among fossil fuel producers. Even as they publicize net zero targets, these firms often exclude downstream emissions, the most environmentally significant component of their footprint. This selective accounting allows them to declare climate leadership while leaving the core of their business untouched. Compounding the issue is a widespread reliance on what researchers describe as a techno-optimistic approach. Many companies promote future technological solutions while downplaying the immediate need for systemic transformation. In effect, innovation becomes a deferral mechanism, allowing firms to delay hard decisions. Recent climate policy backtracking by firms like Shell and BP highlights the fragility of reputational climate strategies. Faced with economic and geopolitical pressure, these companies have dialed down their ambitions, reinforcing concerns that many net zero plans lack operational depth. As the business community prepares for COP30 and regulators move towards stricter disclosure standards, the pressure is growing for more substance behind the slogans. Climate goals will need to be backed by enforceable plans, transparent methodologies, and metrics that go beyond symbolic gestures.